Welcome back to Last Dream, World Unknown. We are still in the Dwarven tunnels where there's been a series of puzzles and we're trying to figure out how to unlock this door. Gotten a little lost last time, but it is the same day that I'm recording this episode, and so maybe I'll be able to find my way around. I'm going to wander about and see if I can find something new. It must have been at the end of the previous episode because these spikes are down and I can actually get through here. So we can finally get to these chests where we have emerald shoes and emerald shield. Wow. That sounds like some pretty good stuff. The shield I don't know that I'll be using, but the shoes, let's see, mercenary shoes increase preemption, which is pretty nice. And remind me, he has mercenary's boots that increase defense. How does that compare to the emerald? I see, the emerald would have less defense, but more agility. So I don't think that he wants to use them, and he already has emerald shoes. Here we go, Black Mage has Saint shoes, so emerald shoes would be a straight upgrade for him. So that is great, and I don't think any of my characters need to use a shield. So the good news is, that's one fewer mystery, one thing to check off the list, but I'm still not sure how I go about unlocking that other door. Aha! Backtracking through a bunch of places, I remember these spikes were down, or up last time I were here, and now they're down. And so this is definitely a new way to go. So hopefully this path will yield some fruit, and hopefully future mining bomb tunnels will have treasure chests rather than nothing. Alright, we are definitely off in new directions. Okay, and this is also open, which is probably good. Although I can go in or down. Let me run down here first. I wonder if there's just going to be a treasure chest over here. Always trying to guess which one's going to be the main path. Oh, I see. This was a good place to go. Oh no, that one's still blocked. Got it. Okay, so there are spikes over there, and we have to unlock them before we can get up there. And so hopefully they will be unlocked somewhere in here. And I've been mostly just trying to run from battles. And for the most part, that has been succeeding. So where will this bring us? Up here? Okay, there's that switch. Let's hope that that switch affected the spikes that we just saw. So let's run back over here and see if those spikes are down. They are. Terrific. So now we can go up here and pull this one. And maybe that one is connected to the door that I've been trying to unlock. Alright, the moment of truth. I'm back at this door, and it has blue crystals next to it, and the thing that I pulled had a blue crystal next to it. Yes! Okay. Great. Let's go ahead and save again. And, alright, now we have new directions we can go. This one is green already. I feel like it was not green before. This looks definitely special. And so, do I want to go there? Is there anything else that I can do down in this area? Doesn't look like there is. So let's go through this crazy looking door. Doesn't look ominous at all. And I guess this will bring us back up top, over here. And the only way to go is across here, and then back down here. Such a labyrinth. Alright, here's another opportunity to use a mining bomb. And we find nothing. Alright, if I had the engineer, perhaps I could place another mining bomb and find something amazing. But I do not. Each party has different trade-offs. Alright, so let's head up here. And so now we are here. I could go down there, but first off, there's something to read. Draw strength from thyself, not... not from what? Okay, and there's lots of places to go down here, and there's a chest down there. I guess I'll start here at this end. And hope that this is gonna, eventually backtrack, and then I'll go to all the other places. Yeah, okay, great. So there's that chest. Just had a Mega Blitz tonic. Alright, and so now let's try this one. And see where it will lead us. I see, down into this area below, where there appears to be a campfire and some notes. I fear there's no escape for me now. An ogre, we heard about the ogre last episode, of unnatural visage, blocks the exit, and my hurried search for another means out has proved fruitless. My meager supplies can do little for me. When this fire is extinguished, they will be upon me. I'm afraid my presence here proves I am no coward. And we got some large potions. Alright. So, more just kind of foreboding or something that there's an ogre that we're going to encounter before we reach the other end. Mining bomb, sure. Hey! Bonus chest with Magma Blast Bomb. Alright. Sounds like something that would like cast Fire 8 or something similar to that. And let's just go ahead and continue escaping from these bad guys. I actually went back to town and slept at the inn at some point this episode. Oops, I just came back the same way I came. And so if you've noticed that my hit points and magic points are almost back to full, that's why. Ooh, hey, that looks like the ogre. Oh, right. Do we see the ogre from the other side? I feel like I've seen him before. And so I feel like we saw him at the kind of like exit on the other side. All right, so we get some nice orbs, and this is the ogre, and so I'm going to go ahead, and I don't think I'm going to need it, because it sounds like we had the option of doing this right after Rockwood, and so I feel like I should be super strong against this ogre. Just double checking that everybody's kind of at maximum. Engage the two-headed ogre. Yes! Let's do it. He's cool looking. Alright. Let's attack and attack. Let's try using... Citadel's usually a nice way to start, although I think I'm going to use Blessed actually first, and assume that the monk is going to do a lot of damage. And let's use a Crumble right at the beginning, and then plan to also use lots of magic damage against you. Alright, so the monk was hitting for like 500 apiece there. And that'll reduce his magic damage, for magic defense. White Mage just got one hit killed, so that's kind of unfortunate. But let's not worry about it right at the moment. Let's see if I can manage to capitalize on the attacks and use Annihilation. And the monk is now hitting for like 800 points apiece. And let's just see how much raw damage output I can get on this guy in a few rounds. And then we'll kind of go from there. Okay, my Black Mage just lost half his hit points. And let's try... What else do I think would be good against him? Let's try Fire, sure. Alright, we're getting a lot of damage outputs. Fire seemed to work pretty well. Obliterate? Ouch. Okay, that hurts a lot. I've got him down to like a third of hit points. I'm kind of tempted to use a Healing Steel and continue attacking. And just see if these two characters can, like, carry through in the battle. Ooh, stole Emerald Armor. Wow. That's a pretty good thing to steal. Let's try... Yeah, let's try Healing Steel again. And, yeah, let's just keep attacking. If I end up party wiping, it's fine. I just did a save. Thievery was a miss, and so we only got, yeah, okay, 100 and something hit points. And I don't know that the Thief has enough. I wonder if he can use Giant Killer against this guy. Let's find out. He cannot. I figured Giant Killer would not work against a boss, but I had to try. And so it looks like I'm going to lose, and it was mostly because my White Mage went down right at the beginning. And so I think I could re-engage this guy, but switch the rings that my White Mage is wearing, and with the White Mage available to heal, I think I would have more success. And I feel a little bit bad that I'm reloading saves as frequently as I have in this game, but I'm okay with it. It's a very long game, and it would just be longer if I didn't utilize the same save states. And this lets me, I don't know, try out more stuff that I normally wouldn't try out, so I'm happy with those trade-offs. Nobody was being put to sleep. So we're going to change this to an expansion ring, which will increase maximum hit points by 50%. And so that makes my White Mage less likely to immediately die. Let's go ahead and have her use some of her hit points, or sorry, some of her magic points to heal back up. And then I'm going to save once again, just in case this doesn't work. Let's try the two-headed ogre once again. And this time, knowing how hard he hits, I'm going to start in the first round with Citadel to try to increase my overall defense. And I did like having a crumble at the beginning. And so we will continue starting with that for the Black Mage so that he'll be able to do more magic damage in the future. And now we'll see if I can manage to keep my party alive. With all 4 members of the party going, I think we'll do a whole lot better. Alright, and so I'm going to try a... Let's try a backstab in order to get more damage. And the monk I will just continue to fight with. Let's take odds that the monk is not going to get hit again directly. And just have him attack, and then I'll try to heal with the white mage in the 3rd round of combat. Backstab got a super critical. That is great. Monk has become more powerful. That's great. Annihilation just did 12,000 points of damage, which is also great. We have a lot of great things going on right now. And so... let's just attack. Let's do a fast heal just to make sure it gets out in front of any future attacks by the Ogre. So most people are in pretty good shape again. And now I'm churning out a ton of damage. Yeah, I'm feeling a whole lot better about it this time around, now that we didn't lose the white mage kind of instantly right at the beginning of combat. And so I'm going to use backstab once again. We're just going to attack. Let's use just a normal heal to get everybody. And let's go back to annihilation, because annihilation is pretty awesome. Alright, heal 4. Everybody's back up to max hit points. And annihilation. Another 8,000. Fantastic. Alright. And he misses Skull Bash attack. Fantastic. So you can attack. At this point, I think it's probably time to bless the monk again, so we will do that. And let's just go back to... let's try darkness against this guy, just for variety. Alright, the monk has been blessed. He'll do lots of damage again. Darkness, did not do all that much against that guy. Fair enough. And it looks like we could use another heal going around the party. Let's go ahead and do another backstab. And let's do... heal is still on cooldown, apparently, so let's do a fast heal. And can I do another annihilation? I can, so let's do that. Alright. Lots of crits. Backstab does super well. Annihilation. Tons of damage. I have a feeling the next round of combat, I'll be able to win. I just took a bunch of damage right there, but I think I'm going to make it. Let's go ahead and cast heal on the whole party, and sure, we'll do a fire rate. But I don't think I'll even need it. I think possibly that will kill him. Yep. Yes! Alright, I'm getting good at estimating the hit point bars and how much damage I've done so far. Great! So we got lots of... got a giant skull, and we got lots of experience. Experience is the word I was looking for. Too hard to come by. I'm going to use the white mage to heal everybody up. Actually, you know what? This should come out very close to court, which is the place I wanted to go next anyway. And there'll be a town there where I can rest, and so I'm not going to bother like fully healing everybody. Because just remind me where I am on the map now. I'm here, and court is right up there. Yeah, okay, this is not bad. Okay, so I'll meet you guys over at court, and we will heal up, and then I want to check out what things I can synthesize with all the crafting ingredients I've managed to gather recently. I slept at the inn at court, but it doesn't appear that there is a place to synthesize crafting ingredients. However, I don't know that I ever visited the Tree of Life here in court. I'm not sure how I managed to just miss that. But that probably means that there'll be a treasure chest hidden somewhere on the screen that I haven't found. And so let's see if we can find it now, together. Oh, apparently I have been here because the treasure chest is already opened. Alright, I did not remember that. Well, in any case, doesn't look like there's a place to synthesize crafting ingredients in court. And so I guess the next thing to do is to head back on our boat. And we only spent a very tiny amount of time on the southern continent that had the Goblin Town on it. And so I'd like to go revisit that continent and see if there are other things to see on that continent that I may have missed the first time we were there. And so that's going to be my next destination. And perhaps also in the Goblin Town. I don't remember if there was a place to synthesize ingredients there. So I've made it down to the Goblin Town once again on the southern continent. Or I guess kind of an island that's kind of just off the continent. And I just want to explore and see if there's anything else to be found here on this continent. And it was also the case, I went back into the Goblin Village, and there were actually a couple of houses with some people that I hadn't talked to. And I found a couple other, little items and trinkets inside those houses. But nothing that was too particularly exciting. And it doesn't look like there's anything else really out here on this particular bit of frozen continent. And so I guess the next place to go then is going to be to Orphos, I think is what it's called. I did double check my notes, and that is where we were suggested to go. And so I'm going to head over in that direction. I think these are all enemies that we fought before. And so I can do that off camera and meet you guys when I get to a new continent. Okay, so if I remember correctly, this top continent that you can see my party is just approaching is the continent of Orphos. And so I'm wondering if and where and how there's going to be a dock that I could put my ship down. I wonder if I change zoom. Oh, it does look like there's something almost directly above me. This looks like a place where I can get off. Okay, neat. Where is this place? Here and there. Congratulations, achievement unlocked. All right, apparently got an achievement for being a traveler and traveling to new continents. Sophia is a swift swashbuckler. Welcome to North Bay, fellow travelers. Many call North Bay the gateway to the west, due to heavy naval traffic that flows to and from Rockwood and Necht. I was saddened to hear about Rockwood. I suppose my exploration of North and South Aldrin will have to wait until safer times. I can't go risking my life now, can I? Alright. And it looks like there's a boat right here. Is there anyone on it? Nope. But I guess there's going to be lots of boats if it's like a naval sailing town. And I see a boat, and I see some chests. Sniveling tour guide. Some fiend drew all over one of my maps. I wouldn't give this to a paying customer, but why don't you go find the middle of nowhere somewhere? Or go find the middle of nowhere, eh? Treasure map number 13. Great. They're coming into order. Fantastic. Large SP orb. I think this is a continent that had some of the treasure items hidden on it, too. So I will be keen to explore my treasure maps once we're able to actually reach the locations they point to. Let's see what we got over here. It looks like a kid. Hello, kid. Academic child. My parents are taking me to Estonia to see the World Council. I'm eager to see the most sophisticated level of governance and action, and, of course, witness a rare event. The World Council only meets every decade. Oh, the Decadal Council. It's because it's every decade, okay. Young father, I wonder whether the World Council will exhibit decisive leadership and take swift action to avert war, or if this august institution will show the strains of ineffectual bureaucracy. We will see. Alright, anything else in your house that I can find? Some money, that's nice. We always like money. Some fish on the table that I can't reach. The young mother says, I want my child to view the World Council now, because she's going to be a member someday. It'll be bright young people like her that show the rest of us how to live together and prosper in peace. They shouldn't have to grow up wondering whether their home will be standing in the morning. All right. Have to educate our children so they'll be good world leaders for a brighter future. Sounds like a plan. Anything else to find inside this house? A letter to Theopolis City Council pleading for them to intervene and allow this family to pass through the Westonia main gate. Interesting. Many men go fishing all their lives without knowing that it is not fish they are after. I like that. And also, it says by Thoreau. Is that like actual? I think there's like actual like tidbits of real world lore interspersed among the various books and things that you could read in this game. That sounds like it could be it. Knowledgeable Fellow says, looking for Theopolis? You must hail from Aldrin. Head east through the desert until you reach grassland. From the grassland desert border, head northeast, past a lake until you find a river. Don't worry, you're almost there. At the river, turn east until you find a bridge. Cross the bridge and return west until you find Theopolis. Alright, that was a bit of a mouthful, but if I look at the map, if I zoom all the way out, there's the grasslands, there's the river kind of by the triangle that's on my map, and then we head back to the west, he said. So Theopolis must be kind of like near the northern edge of this continent, I believe. So I have kind of a vague sense of where it is anyway. I'm going to follow along this edge to try to make sure that I traverse everything. Let's talk to this guy. Guild Captain. Aye, I sail at the will of Ignatius. Right, Ignatius is the leader of the Mercenaries Guild. Oh, so I wonder if they're here now. As a fellow brother of the Mercenaries Guild, you may have free passage to the ocean to hunt giant sea monsters. Would you like to set sail? Not right at the moment. Hunt giant sea monsters. Interesting. I'm kind of curious about that, though, since we have the ability to do a quick save. I'm curious. Oh, 1 battle, 3 battles, 5 battles, 10 battles. Let's say 1 battle, and I'm just curious, just out for a quick battle. Well, let's get going. Prepare yourself for a bumpy ride. This isn't a passenger vessel. You won't find normal comforts on this voyage, and don't go getting sick on my deck. So what happens here? He takes us out in his own boat, which is separate from our own. We're far enough for the sea creatures to start flocking to us. I'll drop anchor and let you start your hunting. Oh, I see. So if you just want to like grind and get experience fighting sea monsters, I guess this is a way to do it or something? Because these appear to be just like normal monsters that you'd find out in the ocean. Slashing bite. Okay, well, if that's what this is, that's a convenient way to grind ocean monsters, if you care to do so. And now I know what it is, so once again, I'm glad I had the save states to kind of protect me from doing something that I didn't realize what I was getting myself into. Alright, great. Time to head back to North Bay. And he just takes us back. Okay, cool. Good to know. Turn at any time. I'm always here to help guild members. Okay, great. I will take a moment to heal back up because my black belt monk guy took a bunch of damage, and the rest of the party is mostly in good shape. Alright, let's continue wandering around to explore this town. Got a chest over here and a chest over there. Medium cottage, great. Wonder if there's anything in here. There's not. Gregarious fisherman. No, sir, you won't find better coastal vistas than right here in North Bay. Still plenty of people come through our town, even these uncertain times. At least the fighting and tension hasn't scared away the fish. Gregarious indeed. And the music here is relatively calm. Let's check out what else we can find on the docks. An Inferno Bomb. Sounds terrific, and I see a goblin. Hey, buddy. Lots of good fishing here, plus me good at holding breath. Not so many people buy fish now, though. Alright, I guess this is the best time to pop into this place. Looks like I will find a small magic potion. Great. Who's this guy? Amateur historian. Are you familiar with the geography of Firma? A little bit, but let's say no and see what he tells me. Mount Agni sits at the center of a gigantic continent far to the southeast. The area surrounding it is the most forsaken place in all of Firma. The goblins insist it's the gate to hell itself. That's just folklore, devastated over and over by constant lava flows. I'd love to visit the area to see that unique landscape. That sounds like where the lizard people of the ancient past were, maybe? This offers hope that we may one day explore the enigmatic areas when Firma masters the secret of flight. Aha! Is there going to be an airship in my future? I certainly hope so. Alright, let's go upstairs, because I do remember seeing the staircase on the roof. I think it was on this building. Large SP orb, terrific. Yeah, there's the stairs up to the roof. Some money. And what do we have up here? Yeah, just some nice deck chairs for a beautiful view, I suppose. Alright, fair enough. Nice little house. Let's continue to explore. And it looks like we have a weapons and armor shop. Dwarven emerald stuff. Okay. So if I hadn't already gathered all this emerald stuff, I could buy it. That's pretty cool. And similarly, armor. Emerald hat. There's some stuff here that might actually be good. Emerald gauntlets would be an improvement for the monk. Although he's wearing like some mercenary gloves or something, isn't he? Which give like extra defense or something, I think. The emerald hat is an upgrade for both the white mage and the black mage. Yeah, so let me actually check out what equipment my white and black mages are currently wearing on their head. It is just the Saint's hat, and so the emerald would definitely be an upgrade, and so I think I will go ahead and buy those. So let's buy 2. And then I will go equip the emerald hat, which is a straight upgrade. And I'll do the same thing on my black mage. Okay. That was money well spent, I think. There's a fishmonger, who I presume is just going to sell kind of standard kind of stuff. Yeah, some good fish there. And there's the guy who buys monster remains, devoted shopper. Travel here twice a year from court to shop for my family. Preserve a sense of normalcy in dangerous times. Indeed. Last Mysteries of Firma, Volume 1. The ocean remained unexplored. 2 vast land masses are a mystery to this day. Northwest of Holdra, the elves that claim the island is inhabited by giant flying birds they've named phoenixes. Alright. And let's see, who do we have over here? The item shop. And looks like some higher tier items possibly, but usual kind of stuff. Don't care to look at all of that right now. And then, are you a synthesis guy? Do you have any recipes? Yes, okay. I would like to do these things. So a sapping sword could be an upgrade to the emerald sword. Reduces an enemy's intelligence by 25%. That's pretty great. And I have all the ingredients for that. There's the jinxing knife. What else do we have? Bastion sword is something else I could make out of the emerald sword. A sword that increases defense. Interesting. Savage dagger. Increases attack power. Luminous staff. Increases intelligence. Oh, wow. That definitely sounds worth it. For my black mage, probably. Giant's armor. Increases max hit points. An alchemic hat would increase intelligence. That sounds pretty amazing. Ooh, purified armor sounds pretty good. There's already a number of things that I could make, and I have to kind of pick and choose among the different items that I want to spend for my crafting ingredients. Increases defense. Okay, the sapping sword sounds pretty amazing. So I think I'm going to make that one. Alright. And does my thief automatically equip it since it used the emerald sword that was in his equipment slot? Yes, he did. Alright. So that's great. And what else do I want to make? I think I do want to make the luminous staff. And it doesn't seem to be using up too many of any of those ingredients. So yeah, let's do that. And... Alright. And so, was that then... I guess my white mage was currently holding the emerald staff and is now holding the luminous staff? Yeah, so I'm actually going to change this out. Give him the adamantium staff. Oops. Still getting used to this. And give him the Luminous Staff, which will increase his intelligence greatly. And so that'll make him cast more powerful spells. So I'm very happy to have that. And I guess this is also costing me money in addition to ingredients. And the Alchemic Hat. Hat that increases intelligence. It's emerald, plus some other ingredients. Sounds like a straight upgrade. So yeah, let's go ahead and spend some money on that too. And yeah, I guess we'll have probably the White Mage is wearing it now. Yeah. So let's change out. Have the Black Mage wear the Alchemic Hat, and have the White Mage just wear the Emerald Hat. Okay, so those are some great upgrades for my party. Glad to have finally found that place. And I don't think I visited this boat yet. So let's see who's here. Boat tour captain. It's times like these when people need a bit of distraction. Indeed. Alright, got some mining bombs. That's good to replenish our supply since we used so many recently. Well-traveled elf. North Bay is a peaceful human settlement. Although it certainly doesn't rival the beauty of Valundria, I had to choose. I would get used to the quiet and enjoy a seasonal home here. Alright. And it looks like there's an inn over here. And a pub. Orphos Volume 2. I wonder, hold on, can I go to Volume 1 over here? Yes. Let's try to read these in order. Scant records of the time before Ophos was officially established 3,000 years ago. Humans existed as nomads. Theopolis was the only established city. North Bay didn't exist at the time that the human chieftain Philip claimed the entire human continent as his empire and dubbed it Orphos. Okay, so the humans started out here. Alright, but it was an empty claim. But we have to include it in a history book. Starts at Theopolis, but tried to extend his empire. But realized it was going to need a port city. So he founded North Bay and South Bay to serve as Theopolis' lifeline to the rest of Firma. North Bay at the western tip, South Bay at the south of Theopolis. South Bay grew quicker because it was closer to the Elven and Goblin continents. Orphos grew rapidly. Its sphere of influence covered all but the northern tundra and the far eastern regions. Alright. And a map of western Orphos. Alright. Fascinating. Are you the inn? 2,500 gold, but I don't need to stay right now, I don't think. Yeah, I still have plenty of magic points, so I don't need to spend money, and I won't insist and fight the guards. Before his death, Philip ensured a peaceful succession to his son Alexander. Orphos continued to rise, but still no match for Huldra, which I think is the Elven one, I guess. And that's just the same book that I just read. Upstairs over here. Wow, this is a very big place. Overburdened Traveler. Purchase some armor that he can barely wear. Well done, good sir, well done. I expect we're probably coming up on the end of an episode here, and so maybe I'll try to finish exploring this particular town. Volume 7. Alexander was hungry to further expand the empire, so he set his sights on the lush western lands of Ugbar, that's the Goblin one. Conflict between humans and goblins, which persists today with intense prejudice against goblins among some humans. Interesting. Aspiring gladiator. Left necked for glory at the arena. Which apparently is in Westonia and he can't get there. Alright. So in the previous game there was an arena, and it was basically a place that you could kind of like fight hard monsters and level up. And so it sounds like if we get to Westonia, we'll be able to do that. This is Volume 9, so we skipped Volume 8, and so, oops. I'm going to cancel out of here and see if I can find the Volume 8 book first. Here we go. Alexander was never able to solidify a foothold on Ugbar due to the great distance and inferior maritime technology. Cassander led a time of peace and focused on improving Orphos rather than its expansion. Alright, sounds good. Bunker far to the northeast is a secret military outpost. All types of bizarre experiments there. Alright, that sounds like there might be a mystery worth exploring. Or it might be the ramblings of a madman. Cassander took the truly historic step of creating the first Theopolis City Council to rule in place of the king. He became one of the council members and the rest were elected. Alright. Good job, Cassander. I see a chest. It's got a remedy potion. That's great. Volume 11. Let's wait until we do Volume 10. Which I am guessing is going to be right over here. Volume 10. Continued peacefully until the Great War struck. South Bay was destroyed by goblins. And in Volume 11, Theopolis City Council interrupted only once by the Bad King Argus just after the Great Wars. Took advantage of fear and nationalism to seize control from the ruling council. Alrighty, I think at this point I've explored everything in this area. So let's head back down. And yeah, I might just be able to finish this building today, and we'll have to do the rest of the town next time. Let's see if we can find any goods on the shelves over here. Perhaps not. Lots of people to talk to in the pub. Regretful patron. Bought this recipe for an unlucky axe from a traveling merchant. What am I going to do with it? Nothing. Do you want to buy the recipe for 1,000 gold? Unlucky axe. I wonder what it would do. 1,000 gold is not that much, so I'm going to say yes. Building a cookbook. Presumably because I have so many recipes, and I'm curious now to take a look at the unlucky axe recipe. I see it over here. It takes a ruby axe. So it sounds like we won't be able to see what it does for quite a while. Tallest structure in all of Firma. The Tower of Pestilence. Blight upon the lands of Ugbar. Interesting. And so it's kind of spread a desert kind of out from it. Alright. Giant birds flying through the sky. Could they be the phoenixes that we heard about? First King of Holdra reincarnated. Alright. Powerful monsters on North and South Aldrin. Yes, I've defeated a number of them. Still never defeated the Banshee, though. We'll have to go back for that one. Here's to us, indeed. We're adventurers, travelers. Hogbar is the capital of Ugbar. Underground city. Perhaps related to the dwarves. A ring merchant. I see, this is the guy who used to be in Rockwood. Okay. So we've talked to this guy before, but if we needed to buy more rings, we'd be able to do it. I don't really feel the need right at the moment. Lots of food in here, and I see a treasure chest as well. And there was a large magic potion hidden, so that was fortunate. Huge potion. Great. Looks like there's even stuff cooking on the sink. Or on the sink. On the stove. Cooking on the sink. That would be quite the sink. Wealthy merchant. Sounds like people haven't been able to travel to and from Westonia very much recently. Uh-oh. Historic seaport of North Bay will not be the next to fall after Rockwood. Alright. Destitute innkeeper. Was forced from my home and necked when my pro-goblin views were challenged by the town's prelate. Ah. All right, so we have some refugees, as it were. Here's another piano. All right, nice soft piano tune that we can play here. I'll go ahead and stop playing. Why'd they have to build port towns in such terrible climates? I know, it's a rough life. Okay, no thanks for the drink. Human Emissary. Are you on your way to Westonia as well? I'll be there representing humans at the World Council. Westonia lies at the center of Vera, continent southeast of Orphos. Peaceful times, it's a beacon to what we can accomplish together. It will endure this madness. Alright, I believe that's everyone in this building that we've finally talked to. And so I think this will be a good place to go ahead and save for the day. I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more of Last Dream World Unknown, where there is a big wide world to explore and still so much to see. For now, bye-bye.